Being pulled over by the police can make anyone anxious. Even though you can't always avoid getting a ticket, your attitude and the way you carry yourself during the stop can make a big difference. Many people have successfully avoided or reduced tickets by staying cool and respectful. When you show confidence and respect without being defensive, officers often respond more positively. Here's how to improve your chances of a better outcome during a traffic stop. Stay calm and in control. When you see those flashing lights, the most important thing you can do is stay calm. If you come across as nervous, angry, or defensive, the officer is more likely to stay firm and write the ticket. On the other hand, if you appear relaxed and respectful, it sets a better tone for the interaction. The way you respond when the officer approaches your vehicle can set the tone for the entire interaction. If you're flustered, defensive, or overly nervous, it can trigger a ticket writing mode, a kind of automatic reaction where the officer shifts into full enforcement mode simply because your energy signals guilt, fear, or submission. Instead, take a deep breath, keep your cool, and be polite. When you appear confident, calm, and in control of your emotions, it's often disarming in a good way. Officers are more likely to engage with you as a person rather than just seeing you as another routine violation. Don't let emotions take over. Control your energy, own the space. Your emotional state can influence the entire outcome. If you're panicking, acting guilty, or trying too hard to talk your way out of it, it gives off the wrong impression. Officers are trained to read behavior, and they notice when someone seems overly reactive or desperate. Try to stay emotionally neutral. Don't act like it's the end of the world. Don't joke nervously or go on long explanations. Just be present and steady. People who stay calm under pressure often come across as more trustworthy and respectful. Your calm energy can even influence the other person to be calmer and more cooperative, making it easier to handle things in your favor. Be honest, but keep it simple. When the officer asks what happened, don't lie. You don't need to go into a long story or list of excuses. A short, honest response is usually better than trying to justify yourself too much. For example, if you were speeding, you can say, "I may have been going a bit over. I wasn't paying close attention." That sounds much better than launching into a long explanation or trying to deny something they clearly saw. Speak and move naturally. Break the pattern. Be unexpected. How you carry yourself matters. If you're stiff, avoiding eye contact, or acting overly polite in a fake way, it can feel off. The key is to act natural, like you would in any other normal conversation. Officers deal with the same reactions every day, people panicking, arguing, or trying to act overly nice to avoid a ticket. When you come across as calm and genuine, you stand out in a good way. It helps break the routine, and they may be more open to giving you a break. Some people think if they're extra sweet or overly apologetic, they'll get out of a ticket. But that can actually backfire if it comes off as fake or manipulative. Instead, just be respectful. You don't need to flatter them. You don't need to act like you're best friends. Just be polite and direct. Appeal to empathy, not pity. If the officer hasn't already written the ticket and the interaction seems to be going well, it's okay to ask politely if they'd consider giving you a warning. For example, "I usually try to be careful. Any chance you could give me a warning this time?" You're not demanding anything, just making a respectful request. And many officers are open to giving warnings if the situation feels right. Avoid arguments. It's tempting to argue, especially if you feel like the stop was unfair. But arguing or giving attitude almost guarantees you'll get the full ticket, and maybe worse. Even if you disagree with why you were pulled over, stay calm and let it go. You can always contest the ticket later if you choose to. Don't try to win the argument on the side of the road. That's not the time or place. Use body language that projects calm power. You don't need to be a body language expert to know that the way you sit, speak, and move affects how people see you. If you're slouched, fidgeting, or avoiding eye contact, it might come across as nervous or suspicious, even if you've done nothing wrong. Try sitting up straight, keeping your hands visible, and looking the officer in the eye. Moving slowly and speaking clearly helps create a calm and respectful vibe. Dress and act with purpose. This doesn't mean you need to wear a suit when driving. But if you're driving around in pajamas with messy hair, you're not exactly giving off the impression of someone who's got it together. Your appearance sends a message, even in casual settings. If you know you're going on a long drive or tend to get pulled over often, it doesn't hurt to dress in a way that shows you're responsible and take things seriously. The same goes for your behavior. Act like someone who handles problems calmly and doesn't overreact. That can go a long way. Learn from the situation, even if you get the ticket. Even if the officer still gives you a ticket, try not to take it personally or let it ruin your day. Getting upset doesn't help, and staying calm can actually help you handle the next steps more effectively, whether that's paying the fine or contesting it in court. Think of each experience like this as practice. The better you get at handling pressure calmly, the more control you'll have in all kinds of situations, not just traffic stops. Final thoughts. There's no magic trick to guarantee you'll avoid a ticket, but how you handle yourself during a traffic stop can make a big difference. Stay calm, be honest, carry yourself with quiet confidence, and speak respectfully. Officers are human. If they feel like you're someone who made a small mistake and handled it well, they may be more likely to let it go, or at least reduce the penalty. And even if they don't, you'll walk away with something more valuable, the ability to stay calm and in control under pressure. That skill will serve you far beyond the side of the road.